The advantages of sponsoring an event like today's for Siemens really are getting together with a spectrum of people from industry, and it enables you really just to understand what the issues are.
I'm happy with ambitious targets. I think there's, we all appreciate the impact that climate change is going to have, but the metrics in which you're going to measure them by and reward or penalise need to be set and need to be held firm.
For me, the advantage of attending a round table is working with other sectors that I don't naturally work with and converse with, to understand their challenges and goals and actually realise that we're all in the same position.
For local authorities, sometimes it's a little bit more confusing and harder because actually we're actually looked to from government to actually sort of lead the way, make example for your communities, but actually all the incentives for us are really quite relatively short term.
Some of the key issues out of today's session are the common challenges that people are facing. Getting consistent compliance, but making sure that there's a regime there to enforce that compliance.
We've just gone through a major retrofit programme in 22 buildings. We've achieved about 16% energy reductions in those buildings with guaranteed energy savings. We know that what we've done are replacement of controlled services and fittings under the building regs in Part L2B. We know we've done it and it complies with all the stuff, but we want a piece of paper that says that.
I know from our work that we do with Tesco's and Asda that the bottom line in terms of energy is a significant part of their profitability. Tesco's, 800 stores, remotely monitored, AMR, etc. Even energy, once they're benchmarked, if the energy changes in a particular store, it's picked up immediately, and it's remotely diagnosed to find out who's turned on what's happened. And if they can't do it remotely, somebody's arriving there the next day, so corrective action is taken immediately.
The challenge for us is to increase the customer offer, the customer perspective, and bringing new design, new technologies and new shopping experiences to the customers helps deliver all those goals. We're moving into new technologies as well. Traditional refrigeration isn't the norm as such anymore, so we're moving into CO2 systems which are highly complex and bring a different skill set. So the challenge for us as an end user is to come up with the technologies that can be maintained.
I think after today's roundtable, I do come away pretty optimistic that people have the same challenges and that people are committed to actually improving efficiency of buildings and actually demonstrating that they're achieving those improvements.
One of the things we've just done is we've metered one of our main offices down to power levels on individual floors, lighting levels. We can see when a fridge compressor kicks in.
We recycled all of our desks and we moved everyone onto team tables, and so then we actually took down our space dramatically.
In some of the new sites, you walk into the reception, there's a 40-inch plasma or something, but on there is the energy ratings that we've picked up from that site, so it's real time.
In an uncertain world, in an uncertain market, we know where the long-term goals are, but we're not clear on how we're going to get there. And for us and for me, that's really come through today, that we need to be very clear on how we're going to achieve our targets and what those targets are.
Thank you everyone for a really good contribution actually, and actually in a way, a big feeling we've got stuff we could do.
The feedback we had from the customers today really showed that there is a focus on energy saving. Obviously it came out that people are actually struggling with actually how to move forward, but when it actually came down to it, they're going through the process of thinking about display energy certificates for their buildings had made them think about energy savings.